I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute the Bucks Nation. Salute the friends and family. Damn, this was a tough one today. We just can't, man, we can't catch any breaks on this team. All the 2020s, we can't catch a break. Damn, besides 2021. Now, Dame, and to the Pacers of all teams, it's just a lot going on, a lot of emotion. I'm gonna open the phone line. If y'all want to go over the numbers, we can, but we all saw what happened and know what happened. After that Dame injury, all the energy came out of the arena and out of this team today. It was done in the first quarter. Let's not play these games. We can blame who else we want to blame in this game, but the team completely unraveled after Dame's injury. And I completely understand. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But salute the friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. I'm gonna open the lines here in a moment, but it's just so unfortunate. Dame finally playing with a great player in Giannis, and they just couldn't get it together. Either Giannis got hurt, Dame got hurt. It's just very unfortunate. And for Dame to possibly have suffered a Achilles injuries at this stage in his career, it possibly could be over. And it'll be truly sad that we had Dame and Giannis and we never got to see them fully healthy in a series. Would be a damn shame. And that's what it's looking like it's headed to, unfortunately. A lot going on, friends and family. I apologize. A lot going on. Y'all just don't understand how much energy was in that arena, how much belief it was before that game started, and how you could hear a pin drop when they saw Dame go down. And when you know it's a non-contact injury, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Just so unfortunate the loss of Dame. Let me just go over these numbers real quick. It's late, and we're gonna open up these lines and get into it, y'all. Just very unfortunate. Damn, man, we can't get nothing nice. We got our head beat in 129, 103. The team completely just kind of self-destructed after Dame went out. We let them just do whatever they wanted. They shot 60%. I mean, we played absolutely no defense. There's no reason that a team should be shooting 60%. That's it right there. They hit everything. 60% from the field, 46% from the three. They only had 11 turnovers. Look, I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight people in double figures. You're not going to beat any team with eight people in double figures. Plus 26, plus 12, plus 20. They just punished us today. They punished us. Giannis did what he could. He had 28 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, only 2 turnovers. We got nothing from Kyle Kuzma again. We got nothing from Brook again. Dame only played 6 minutes and he was 0 for 2. Gary Trent didn't give us anything today. Bobby Portis did a little something. Kevin Porter Jr. definitely played well today. I like to shout him out. We're going to need him definitely to play well moving forward if we're going to extend this series any further. So it's just very disappointing. And I think the team is just going to need to take a deep breath after tonight and what's going on and just kind of understand that Dame isn't coming back and we have to move forward. And that means Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be inserted in the starting lineup and we're going to have to cook. We're just going to have to cook. That's just what it is. I still think we have enough to beat Indiana in the series, but it's going to take for us to be disciplined. We're extremely we're not disciplined at all defensively. We have no clue how to play zone. We don't know how anyway. We don't have any idea when we're switching. And there's people like Bobby Portis, right? Bobby plays zone no matter what defense we're playing. Bobby plays zone no matter what. I've never seen anything like it in my life, but it's very interesting. If y'all watch Bobby on defense, he never holds a man. He plays zone no matter what. And that throws off the defense quite a bit. Just like Brooks' lack of speed throws off the defense. But that wasn't an issue today. Brook at least tried to give us some energy early. He tried to play hard and then the wheels came off. But this team, I'm just gonna take this loss. I know it looks bad. We lost by 26, but when you lose a player like Dame and you know the injury and what it takes and what it could be a career ending, it just took the mojo out of this team. I do think we'll fight Indiana. I think we'll win that game, but this was definitely a very emotional loss for the Milwaukee Bucks. Very emotional loss. And as you can see, we only had 3 people on this team in double figures. That says it all. 3 people in double figures. You're not going to win in the playoffs like that. We only had 7 turnovers today, so that's a step in the right direction, not turn the ball over. And shout out to Giannis with 10 for 11 from the free throw line, so that was good to see. Otherwise, we got dominated in this game in every category that matters. We got dominated. They shot 60%. They shot 46% from 3, 84% from the line. We at least got more offensive rebounds than them, but they got more total rebounds. Steals, we have more steals, they have more blocks. I mean, all these stats are trivial. Points in the paint, they killed us. They just shot 60%. That's why they won the game. It's nothing too much to look into or dive into. They just shot really well today, and it's just unfortunate. Damn the Bucks. What are we gonna do, y'all? This offseason is gonna be wild for the Milwaukee Bucks. This offseason is gonna be really wild. We got a lot of things to think about and to address on this squad. The first thing we need to figure out is if Dame is even coming back. Does he want to come back? Just so many different things. Damn, that took the energy out of this team, man. Damn, because even if Dame isn't playing well, at some point he's gonna play well, and then you're like, okay, we don't really have a ceiling because if he starts playing well, that changes everything. And now without him, it just there's a ceiling again, and that's what we have to just reacclimate and recalibrate ourselves to as fans. That now things are a little different without Dame. And I know he wasn't playing well, but even him just being on the floor was important to this team. And you could just tell how it just took everything out of this squad, unfortunately. Let me put the link in the chat. We shout out everybody in the chat. Get to some of these comments, y'all. We see who in the building. Jonathan Porter, what's good? I think Tool Sarah, what's good? Brandon King Carter in the building, what's good? Carrie, what's good? Monalando, I see you. Nikos, what's good? Chitty, what's good? What up, Hoyt Street E2K guy, what's good? Marcus Little, what's good? Bless My Snipes, what's good? K Real, I see you. Lost Ghostwriters, I see you. Eliza, what's good? Greg Delaney, what's good? I see you. Cynthia, what's good? Patricia P. Queens of the chat, what's good? I see y'all. Foreign Land Boy Mommy, Tish in the building. What's good, y'all? Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Vincent, what's good? JST Fresh, I see you. Appreciate it. Dr. Smith in the building. Humilodon, I see you. Bleacher Report Boss, William Johnson, Trina, I see y'all. Let's get it started, y'all. I know it's late. Let's get the people in. Let's just chop this up. Tap in the legendary Dr. Smith. Gonna tap in Gibson here and let's chop it up. Damn, I'm disappointed. What the hell? What up, Dr. Smith at the bottom left, straight out of the NO, bottom right. We got Mr. Bahamas, Gibson Nicholas. Let's start with Dr. Smith and let's go to Gibson. It's on you, Dr. Smith.
10 fingers and toes, right? So when your team, perspective, right? This is a game.
Mm-hmm.
The game, we put a lot of energy into being fans and whatnot, but that's the reality of sports in general, right? Only one fan base can really be in a celebratory mood at the end of the year, and it doesn't look like it's going to be us again. It's just always the case with the Bucks. It's
Mm-hmm.
just always, you know what I mean? It's our stars are rarely ever healthy enough for us to have a fighting chance, and our supporting cast are too often untrustworthy in the clutch. I said it watching the game. If you expect to be a championship team, there's no way that you can have players like Kuzma or Torian Prince on it. You have Brook Lopez, who fought a good fight for the length of his career, but he's at the end of his time, and you
All
can't
right.
have a coach like Doc Rivers, who so poorly prepares you for team
Facts.
basketball. You had said that Kevin Porter Jr. played well. I think he played well individually,
Right.
but I don't think he's a point guard, and he
Correct.
did not set the team to be successful. How can you have someone like Gary Trent Jr.? They said Gary Trent Jr. didn't give us anything tonight. He wasn't given the opportunity,
I agree.
right?
Facts.
He's your best shooter, and he got his first shot up in the second quarter because the two guys who had the ball the majority of the time were not smart enough or sharp enough to find him on their own, and they didn't have a coach that gave them direction to get him the ball. When your players can't do it individually, then the coach has to step in and provide them with structure so that they can find it. I saw Giannis and the rest of the crew working harder to
Mm-hmm.
get Kyle Kuzma the ball. Kyle Kuzma is the worst basketball player in this series. He's one of the worst basketball players in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I don't mean this as a personal attack because I don't know the man personally. I wish the best for him. I do not want him on my basketball team. And I am one of the guys who wanted Chris Middleton traded. I
Right.
did. Because Chris Middleton was at the end of his time
Correct.
and, and was not giving us anything. And instead, we got someone who is on Thanasis level for Chris Middleton. And I actually think Thanasis is better. Because at least Thanasis will go up and dunk the ball. How tall is Kyle Kuzma that he's another one of these guys who is constantly trying to lay the ball up? And I don't know why, because his layup uh, package is worse than Bobby Portis's.
Oh yeah.
You cannot convince me looking at this man's game and convince me that he works on it. I don't know what he does in his off season. I don't know if again, I'm not going to get into any personal attacks. I just will say this: he's a horrible basketball player. I wish him the best. I do not want him to be a Milwaukee Bucks player in the future. We just have to survive it. Torian Prince actually does have some skill, but he becomes a turtle and goes into his shell
Right.
anytime that there's real
Facts.
pressure. So I don't want that on my basketball team. Absolutely. What is the point of being one of the best 3-point shooters in the league
If you
if
scared to
how many
shoot.
just scared to play basketball at this point? He's scared to play basketball at this point. One, I will say that at least Kyle Kuzma will play with some effort. He just is terrible,
Right.
and Torian Prince is scared to cross the street. The light's been green. He's got the white walk sign on, and
Right.
he's just no. I'm just gonna wait until the next light. I'm just gonna, and he's stayed there on that corner, not being able to cross the street for the last 3 games. And I don't
Facts.
want shook players on my team. Shook. I don't want shook players on my team.
I
And Brooke
agree.
Lopez is at the end of his time. This is at the end of this time. And so we have 3 unplayable guys. Or 2.5 unplayable guys. Brooke, you can play him for maybe 4 minutes and a half, and then you got because once again we had to survive Brooke Lopez minutes. He hit a couple threes, he blocked a couple shots, and he was victimized once again in that mid-range game. If he's on the court, it alters our defense
Correct.
in a way that favors the Pacers.
And you cannot have Brooke Lopez and Bobby P on at the same time either. That on the court at the same time. That's crazy. Like I said, I've
No,
never seen a player only play zone. Bobby plays zone no matter what the defense is assignment. Bobby plays zone. Bobby is terrible defensively. Him and Brooke as a combination defensively is absolutely horrible.
and
Absolutely horrible. Let me tap
and
in B
and,
Shot. Hold on one
and
second.
they're all better than
Yeah, off. What up, B Shack? Give me a second here. Let me just get to the homie
Clay.
super
What's
chat. Then
happening,
we gonna
Shaq?
go to
Gibson was
Gibson
happy
here.
by the way too, guys. I don't mean that,
I'm
but
alright, Mr.
I'll
Bishop.
end it
I'm
like
alright,
this:
Mr. Bishop.
the season for me was characterized when we come out of the half, running a play not for the man who lit the Nets on fire in
Mm-hmm.
Game 3, but we came and we tried to draw up a play for Kyle Kuzma, who went up to the rim and rather than just dunk the damn ball, tried to do some up and under the rim move. The Pacers didn't even defend it. They just looked at him. They looked at this man and was like, what kind of goofy nonsense? Got the ball,
Right.
ran it down the other side, and scored. And that is the story of our time in the playoffs once again. And I blame, at this point, I don't even blame Kyle Kuzma because that was a scripted play that your
Mm-hmm.
coach drew up for that. So I'm just, but if we move on from Doc, that's the fourth coach that we've had in 3 years.
Right.
And also, at what point do we start calling the players out? At what point do we start calling the players out? I'm watching Giannis penetrating to the rim. You got Gary Trent wide open. Gary Trent
Mm-hmm.
shot and scored. I think he tied Ray. I don't think he tied Ray Allen's record in the previous game. Who are you finding at the 3-point line? Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis,
Right.
Gary Trent's right there. AJ Green is right there. Who are you passing the ball to?
Right.
Why
Let-
isn't it? Why? First of all, why aren't you figuring that out? And then why isn't your coach pulling you aside to say, "What are you doing?"
I
No one's
agree.
stepping.
That's
No one's
crazy.
stepping in. So it's like being in traffic, and you see this car driving erratically. You're next to it. You look over, and it's a child driving the car. The adults in the passenger seat, letting the child drive the car. And the car's doing all this kind of stuff. At what point do you step in and grab the wheel and say, "What are you doing?" I don't want to dominate.
Right.
As long as we have these elements on our team, we are never going to be
We have a
anymore.
ceiling. We have a low ceiling, unfortunately. Hold on 1 second before we go to Gibson. Let me get the super chat. 78 TV LDBC General. Appreciate the $10 super chat. No, Kuzma is the worst human on planet Earth. Get this ninja and Doc F out of here. Dame need to go too. Middleton 2.0. Damn. Okay. Damn, you went in 78. Appreciate you spinning the block again with the $5 super chat. Kuzma is the 414 Ben Simmons. That's a fact. That's actually a fact. Sadly. King Kwame, appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Doc ran a play to give Brook a 3-point shot, but not GT. I blame Doc for the injury. He put too much pressure on Dame. Should have kept in the point guard Giannis. I'm not mad at that.
That's what I was. Well, that was one of the things. Like I'm responding to a comment that Eliza made. I don't know if it was to me or what. It said Giannis kicked out a lot. Did you not see all those constant bricks? That's my point, Liza. Who is
Mm,
he passing it to? Gary Trent Jr. didn't get a shot until the second quarter,
right.
and he was open. I was watching the game. He was open within Giannis's field of vision.
Gary
Giannis is
Trent
not
took
passing.
6 shots tonight. Six. The whole night. Six. 6 shots, Gary Trent, all night. Six. But go ahead, Gibson. I know it's getting late for you over there, bro. Go ahead, Gibson. It's on you.
Salute to Mr. Smith, salute to Bishak, and salute to you, Amma. Amma, I am disappointed, heartbroken in this team. And not only in the team, the organization has failed. When I mean by failed, 3 years in a row. From you win the championship in 2021, this team has never advanced. Every playoff, number one, you can't stay healthy. Number two, the GM is not putting the right players on the team to be a
No, Liza.
successful team. And number four, you're bringing in the wrong coach with messing up this team. Even if for all tonight, I wishing the Bucks to fire Doc Rivers tonight. Don't even worry about going to Indiana. I want him fired tonight. I want Brooke gone.
The
I want
Grizzlies did
Bobby
it.
gone. I want Dame
Memphis did
gone.
it.
And
Right.
I want Dame out of there. I want Dame out of there. I want Kuzma. Watching this game, Amber, this was a very frustrating game to me. And it was embarrassing. It
Mm-hmm.
was very embarrassing, Amber. None of those players had the heart, had the guts to say, you know what? We know that Indiana is going to bounce back. Let's lock in. Nobody locked in. Giannis have to do everything for this team. And it is bad. It is sad. When I sit down and I watch other teams like Orlando, Detroit, those guys they fight, Ahmad. Those guys, them they fight. They fight. But we have a coach who is an idiot of a coach. Sitting there looking Rick Carlisle running circles around. Ahmad, I am frustrated. If you see I seen it live on the site. If you see the Bucks organization re-sign Doc, I will never watch a Milwaukee game no more. I am not watching no more Milwaukee games. If
Facts,
you
Dre
see they keep
West.
this, if you see they keep this idiot in town and they don't get rid of him fast, I will not pull for this team anymore. Because number one, you cannot accept 3 years of failure. Of failure. You should say, you know what? If we lose this series come Tuesday in Indiana, Doc Rivers need to be gone. I am demanding for the Bucks to get rid of him. I don't care how much coaches we got to pay. Get him off this team and get some players with him making no sense along the. This whole team need a reboot. It need a
But you see
break
what's
it
going to
down. Break it
happen,
down.
though. You see what's going to happen, though, right? If Damian can't play in the next game, then that's the built-in excuse to keep Doc. That's going to be the built-in excuse that some
That's
people are going to make.
ridiculous, though. That can't. We.
It ain't supposed to
I
dwell
hope
on
But
that's
that.
that's what
not
they're
the
We,
going to say.
case.
But that's what they're
gotta
going to.
get
Of
rid of
course, they're
him.
going to say
We
that. That's
cannot
what they're
we
going to say
cannot
because at
miss
that
this one. We
point,
cannot
they're
have
looking
another
at again
season
like
Hold
they
on
where we
one
did
second.
fall
One
before.
at a
into
time. One at a time. Hold on 1 second.
I'm sorry. I'm
All right, all
sorry.
right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. Then we respond to that, and then we gonna go back to Gibson, and then B Shaq. Go ahead, Dr. Smith.
But they're going to look at like they're playing for a fourth coach. One, yeah. What is it? Bud
Mm-hmm.
Griffin. It'll be a right. So it'll be a fourth coach in 3 years. They don't want to do that. They need to do that. We all feel like they need. Everyone on this panel can see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
This man can't coach his way out of a wet paper bag. He can't. It's so elementary.
Right.
It's so elementary. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Eh,
cut you off,
go
Gibson.
ahead. Go ahead, Gibson. Then we gonna go to B Shaq. Go ahead, Gibson.
and B-Shack and Mr. Smith. I pray. I see it every day. I don't want him. I don't want him on this team. And the first thing what started this, we supposed to never hire Griffin in the first place. That was the biggest mistake after we get rid of Bud. Organization and ownership supposed to let John Hart do what he do best. We never supposed to pick up Griffin. If we did never pick up Griffin in the first place, we would have never been in this mess.
Right.
If ownership allowed John Hart to do what he do, allow the man to go there and pick a coach. No, we wanted that choke out of so they would making themselves look like a total nuisance so they don't know how to coach. Rick Carlisle is running millions of cones and circle around him and he cannot see it.
Right.
Man, it is
Carlisle's a
embarrassing.
good coach. Rick Carlisle's a good coach. I'm not gonna hold you. Rick Carlisle's a good coach. We'll get to the super chats
Right.
in a minute. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Gibson.
Amber is frustrated. Amber, I want this team. Next season, I don't want Brook on this team, and they better not resign him. Let Bobby go. Let Pat go. Let if they could get Dame with that too, let him go too. I don't know why the Bucks just don't take their time and get suitable players. We need to draft properly. Amber. We need a center. I am being saying this on it. We need a center. Brooke Lopez is not a center. That's trash over there. You see how Miles Turner play for the Pacers? We need guys who can score, and this team do not have it. They do not have it. When Giannis go to the bench, no one could score. Look how long it take for the Bucks to score.
Yeah, that's fair.
It ain't looking good on. But this team, they need to sit down in the off season. They need, you get put out by the Pacers twice. They gonna get you play the same team to get put out again. This is embarrassing because I was reading one article. They said the last time Giannis win a playoff, they say the only time Giannis has win a playoff game was in 2022. He haven't win none from since 2022. It is embarrassing, man. I mean, this just is a total
It is. It's very
embarrassment.
disappointing. Very
It's
disappointing.
disappointing and frustrated. Go ahead, Bouchard. It's all yours. It's frustrating, bad. It's
Before you go,
frustrating
B
watching
Shack,
this
let me
team.
just catch up on these super chats before you go in, B Shack. Give me 1 second. No strays, ENT, our favorite op. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. What's up, Bucks Nation? I came to kick y'all back in, but seems like the chat got it covered. Just have Doc extension and Dame 60 million ready by tomorrow morning. Come on, man. Too soon. Too soon, no strays. Too soon. Come on, bro. Too soon. Eric Payne, appreciate the $2 super chat. Praying for Dame. Nurses aid. Rivers needs to go. Yep, absolutely. 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 Dre West, appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. You have to give Carlisle credit for taking Gary Trent Jr. away. They weren't helping off of him. Fair point. Fair
No,
point.
no. Kind of. I partially agree with that. I partially agree with that. But I'm sorry. I watched the game. I saw penetration. I saw Gary Trent open,
Mm.
hands open, not getting the ball. I saw that. I saw that. And which is why I'm making that point. The man is the hottest shooter on your team,
Should
and
have
they
been
were going
feeding
away
him.
like you're outthinking yourselves. It was almost like the thought process was, everybody knows I'm going to pass the ball here, so let me go somewhere else and completely throw him off. And who am I going to pass to? Bobby Porter. So let's get him. Let's get Kyle Kuzma a shot from the 3-point line. He's only the worst basketball player that Smith has ever seen in his life in the playoffs. That I can't get over how bad Kyle
Kyle
Kuzma is.
Kuzma had 3 points
Can't
today
get
and
over
six.
how bad.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of him. Bibby Joseph, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. You didn't say nothing though. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Curtis, what's good? Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. At this point, it's not the coach's fault. It's simply just the players. I understand your what you're saying, but that's not completely true, Curtis. There's definitely coaching issues. 100% coaching issues. King Kwame was good. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. I hope Doc says he's still very, very confident in this series. Carlisle's playing chess with Doc, and Doc is playing chess with the players and us fans. Damn. Damn. Bibby Joseph,
Man,
what's good? Appreciate the $2 super chat. The Giannis and Bucks era is over. No way he stays. I hope that's not the case. I think he will stay, but I can understand if he tried to dip. On you, B Shaq. DC, I see you. Let me everybody chop it up, and I'm gonna get you in here in a bit, bro. Go ahead, B Shaq.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
go.
about to step out and you let DC come in. I can
Okay.
step out and I can talk about.
All right. Damn, we Gibson hurt,
Gibson,
man.
always
All
a
right,
pleasure,
Gibson.
bro. Always a
Gibson, my
pleasure,
boy,
Gibson.
Gibson hurt. Hey, DC, you in here? All right, let me see. I don't know. He got some with the camera. Hey, tap back in, bro. Let me move these around here real quick. Give me a second to move these screens around, y'all. Give me a second. Let me tap back in. B Shack. The floor is yours, B Shack.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Salute, salute.
Mr.
Salute.
Smith, Amber, good to see you guys. I don't want to be the one tonight kind of just spraying bullets all over the place. Um, because a lot of dudes deserve some bullets tonight. But
Uh,
anyway, figuratively speaking,
right.
um, but this is deep, man. This is deep. Uh, how much more can a fan base take? And I'm gonna deal with the trauma of the situation for a moment.
Right.
We've been to championship in 2021. Then in the run in 2022, Middleton gets hurt. Giannis drags them into the Eastern Conference Finals, loses. I think they I think they went 7 games against Boston.
Mm-hmm. 6 or 7, yeah.
Um, and then the next year, Giannis has that fall in like the first game of the Miami series.
Mm-hmm.
And then he doesn't really come back. He comes back like the third game. They're done,
Mm-hmm.
and it's based on an injury. Last year, he, pops his calf,
Mm-hmm.
and he's done. And then this year, Dame gets hurt, or Dame has the situation. We put our hopes in him coming back. He comes back. He
Right.
fights his way back, and then this
Rug
happens
right under his
tonight. Every year since the championship year, we've been bitten by injuries. Every year.
Man.
And so it's like, is a black cat running around? I mean, and see, some this stuff, see, this is why it's so hard. We come on here, on here in this
All right, there we
community,
go.
and we put our hopes, we talk about every game. We're looking at the playoffs. We're hoping that they have a run, another
Hold on one
championship
second, B Shack.
run.
1 second, B Shack. Hey, DC, you gotta turn the live down in the background, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta turn the live down in the background, bro. All right, there you go. All
So
right, let's get a look.
you hope they have another championship run, and in your mind you have all these scenarios. You can see Giannis, returning to glory. You see Dame and him coming together. You can just see it, and then everything turns on one moment,
Mm-hmm.
on one play. And that is that's the irony of sports, man. and you never plan on something like this. And I'm watching television, and I literally thought someone had turned the volume down on the TV after Dane got hurt because the crowd just,
Yeah.
I mean, the life was sucked out of it. It was palpable, and they were knocked off their square and were never able to recover. And the bottom line is there is fault all around. I have no idea why they wouldn't wait to extend Horse until after the playoffs. I don't understand that move
Right.
because you don't get points for trying, man.
Right.
I'm sorry. Your Kuzma did not work out. That's just, I'm just gonna say it.
Right.
He didn't work out. He was terrible. He was awful. Okay. We have no draft picks. I want us to understand the position he's put us in. He has no draft picks. There's no rule that
Right.
says to have a championship team, you have to give up all your draft picks. We have no draft picks. Dame is going to be 35 this July.
It's a wrap.
Dame's career, Dame will probably never be the Dame Lillard that he used to be.
Yeah.
It's over.
He was already starting a very slow decline. And so you have no draft picks. One of your superstar players is going to be out, I don't know how long. If I'm Giannis's agent, if I'm his family, I'm having a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a discussion. Not, I don't want him to leave, but he's going to have to take a look at the situation because right now with the salary cap, with our draft pick situation, there is no real way to improve this team. So this year
Mm-hmm.
was critical.
All right.
It was critical. Now to the game, Giannis. I, what bothered me tonight was something was going on in Giannis's head that I saw early on was a problem. And I kind of think he hit the panic button when
When that
Dame went out.
I agree.
Because then he starts taking dudes he's taking on three
Yes,
Yeah.
dudes, man. He's not
that
he's not hitting the shooters. Now Mr. Smith mentioned Gary Trent.
DC got you
Yeah,
in a
they should have
second,
got
bro.
Gary Trent going, but Giannis, he went through a stretch of playing the best basketball of his career, and he totally forgot how to play it. It's like when Dame came back, he changed his mindset and couldn't get back to where he was before. Because when they're playing you like that, if you're going to bring the ball, you got to get off the ball,
Mm-hmm.
get it to somebody else, move around, get to a spot, get to a place, even out the mid post, start hitting guys. You have to empower these guys. These guys have to flat their part. After the last game, you got momentum. You got
Right.
momentum, man. And so, to me, again, Koza was terrible. Again, Brook
Ugh.
Lopez, man. I mean, he
Unplayable.
just he just couldn't play in this series. He
He's
just couldn't play in this
unplayable.
series. And Doc should have saw it. Now he's at the end. He's pulling for Rollins. He's pulling for everybody. He looks desperate at the end. Tonight, it was a car wreck, but it was triggered by an unforeseen situation. You got KPJ, probably never imagined
Mm-hmm.
he was going to be put in this position. After Dame came back, he was like, okay, cool. I can go back to my role, come up the bench. Now he's got to the team that
Fact scales.
needs him now to be a
Nah,
scorer and a point guard.
you don't.
And he
You
and
don't
he
gotta
did what
stay.
he had to
I'm gonna get
do.
you 1 second, DC. Let me just let B Shack. Then it's on
He
you,
don't gotta
DC. Go
help
ahead,
stay.
B
He
Shack.
don't gotta do nothing to help nothing. What is he
He
talking
did
about?
what he had to do. So what I'm saying is, man, this is really I think after Dame went
Over
down,
this shit.
their mental just
Mm-hmm.
just went out the window, man. And it was hard for them. And then let me just say something about Indiana. We did a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby like we can't lose this team a second time, and their front runners and all that type of
Right.
stuff. You do a lot of talking. Also, you got to back it up on the court. And I'm gonna
Right?
say this
Yeah.
about
Mm.
Indiana. I'm
Real
gonna give
fact.
them this credit. I've never seen a team so adept at making another team pay for their mistakes. It's
They're a
like
good
almost
Mm-hmm.
team.
every time
They're a
they
good
made a
team. Yeah.
mistake, dudes was hitting from all over the place.
They
And
shot
so
60% today. They shot
They
But
bowled out.
60%.
but can I say something to
We
that?
really should have been swept today. But hey,
But can I say something to that? It is
yeah.
Look, I got you. One
exceptionally
second, DC.
easy.
I got
I
you.
just real quick. I just want to just that real quick because I want to hear the brothers' comments for sure. It's exceptionally easy to make us pay for those mistakes when it's the same mistakes all the
Over.
time, and we are playing right into exactly what they do well.
Yeah.
We don't do it well, right? Have we ever defended the 3-point line well?
no,
No. Mm.
Anyone can make us pay for that mistake then because you
we
can
haven't done that in
see
4 years.
that problem with us 40
Right.
games
Yep.
away.
Fact.
Anyone can make. Why is it always the weak side? Like you can watch this game. These guys can bring the ball up the court like this, rotate the ball, like you know what I mean. Bring your defense over to the
Mm.
strong, and the weak side 3-point
Right.
shooter is going to be wide
Right.
open
Because this
200% of the time.
Dr. Smith, let
this
me
is
let
not a good
DC.
200%
Let me
of
let
roster.
the time.
DC get it in. Go ahead, DC. It's on you,
This,
bro. Go ahead.
first of all, I want to say hello, everybody. My name DC.
What up,
How
brother?
y'all doing?
Salute.
Appreciate you, bro.
What's
How y'all
happening?
doing, man? Um, we don't have a good roster, man. We too old. We too slow, man, and we don't have a good IQ team. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
That's
Pacers
very
is a
true.
Pacers. Let's be honest. We all hate the Pacers. Let's keep it real. But
Mm-hmm.
Pacers is a good team.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Pacers is a well coached team. You know what I'm saying? And we just not gonna beat a team like that. You know, we're not gonna beat a team with Brooke Lopez out there and Bobby Portis out there. We're just not gonna beat them like that. We're just not
It
gonna
is
beat
what
them.
it is. It just is what it
It
is.
is. It is what it is. As soon as Dame got injured, it was over. It's over. It's over. It's over, man. And honestly, me being a Giannis fan, I don't want Giannis to end up like Kevin Garnett, wasting his prime years. Because remember, KG, he wasted pretty much all his prime years with the Timberwolves,
Right.
and he only had like two, 3 good years with the Celtics, and that was it. I don't. I care about Giannis. Look. I rock with Milwaukee. I rock with the Bucks. But if you really care about Giannis, you will want him to leave because
Mm.
it's no future. We don't have no draft picks. If we get rid of Brooke Lopez and Bobby Portis, you know we still don't got cap room. We don't have no cap space. We're like we can't do nothing. It's over. It's over.
That's
We
what I was
can't
saying.
do
Yeah.
nothing to improve this team. We got Damian Lillard and it failed.
Yeah.
It failed.
DC came in here spitting. Go ahead, bro. Go
It's
ahead,
over,
DC.
man.
Go ahead, DC. No
That
lies
was our
detected.
last chance. That was our last
Yeah.
chance. And then we
Yeah.
we we
Yeah.
jumped the ball and we traded Chris Middleton for Kuzma.
Right,
Let's be
right
honest.
move, wrong player.
And
That
Yeah,
and
right
let's be
is
move,
honest.
wrong player.
so
Correct.
And
bad.
let's be honest. Chris Middleton was old and he was on one leg. But I tell you, Chris Middleton on one leg would at least gave us 20 tonight. It's
He'd have gave
over,
us more
gang. Like
He'd
Kyle.
have gave
if
us
you
more than
really
Kuzma. I will say that
He'd
he'd
have
have gave
gave
us
us
more
more
than
than
Kuzma.
Kyle. I don't know how much he would have
I'm
given.
frustrated because it's like everybody like, oh, well, we got Kuzma. He's younger. He can play defense. He's not even playing defense out there. He
Defense,
can't cook on
exactly. That
defense.
part. Yeah, he can't even do that.
He
Yeah,
can't
I
even do
agree.
that, and he just looks so uncoordinated. It's
The
bad,
Kuzma
man.
move was just to get under the second apron. That was it. That was the play.
I get that, but
You know what I'm saying?
we still can't make moves. We don't have no draft picks. We can't
Mm.
get nobody. It's over, gang. I'm sorry,
Damn.
y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I don't really go on here like y'all see me in the chat
Yeah, right,
sometimes.
right.
I be
Yeah,
saying some crazy stuff.
Right.
But like I'm frustrated. I had to get in the chat tonight. I had to talk to y'all on the live today, man, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated. Like I'm over this team and then Brooke Lopez. Oh my god,
It's hard to watch Brook play the game of
it's hard
basketball.
to watch Brooke Lopez play basketball, man. He had a good 5 minutes. He
Yeah,
gave us
that
a good
first
five
five
minutes.
minutes, he was hooping that first five
He
minutes.
was hooping the first 5 minutes, but then after that, he went back to Brooke Lopez getting beat, all that stuff. But I don't know, man. Do y'all think Doc Rivers gonna be here next year? That's the question I want to ask y'all. Y'all think Doc Rivers is gonna be coaching his team next year?
I'll start. Yeah, start Dr. Smith, then spin the block. Go ahead, Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
I know that he shouldn't be here next year. Like I think there's a dereliction of duty here. I think he leans far too much in his players' perceived knowledge of the game, and he just lets them go and figure it out. So he's the parent who says, "All right, well, there's a pot on the stove. I see my child about to touch the pot, but rather than go and correct my child, I'm gonna let my child touch the pot, burn himself, and that's how he's gonna learn." He just sits there and watches it happen. He just sits there and watches it happen. He's far too slow to pull the strings and actually make moves. When he does make moves, it's only half measures. He doesn't actually go forward and do what it is he needs to do to be able to compete with Indiana defensively at all. You need to be able to play
Yeah.
a switching defense. Brooke Lopez cannot play a switching
You know
defense
my problem with
at
Brooke.
all.
I got one thing to say. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Eric Payne, appreciate the $2 super chat. As of April 27th, Bud is off contract. Fire Doc. So now does that change y'all perspective now? Does that change y'all perspective? I just want you
What
to I want to what if you want to recalibrate. As of April 27th, we're no longer paying Bud. So now does that change your mind on Doc being fired? Possibly being
Who you
fired.
gonna get?
well I
Go
think
ahead,
Doc is
DC.
out of here. I think Doc is out of here anyway because we just re-signed our general manager and he didn't want Doc.
Mm.
He didn't want Doc. So I think Doc is out of here next year anyway. So that's just me. I think Doc, this is his last chance, and he ruined it. So
No,
that's
I
how I
agree
feel.
with
But
you.
it's
Go
a
go
dereliction of
ahead,
duty.
Dr. Smith.
It's a dereliction of duty. You don't even know what you want. All right, so those of us, because there's a bunch of us who kind of do double up in sports, right?
All right.
Because I'm very happy with the Packers right now and how
Right.
we
Drafted.
draft, right? I think there are definitely similarities that you can draw, right? Certain players are going to be good for certain schemes. Every player is not going to fit what it is you want to do. So the first
Mm.
thing that you have to ask yourself, if you're a coach,
What's your
is
scheme?
what are we trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that the league is moving quicker, faster, and the best defense to play against these guys is to play switching defense,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a big lumbering center who, yes,
Hmm.
can play good defensively situationally, but the one thing that he's terrible at is switching because he has the agility that you would expect from a 10 man, right? He
Right.
doesn't have agility. You don't have, and you don't even have to move on him. Pump fake and go right by him, and he's out of position immediately. Then you can't play switching defense. Then you're playing defense. The defenses that you play at that point are the ones that you play out of necessity. It's
Right.
not what you want to do. And I said this a whole year ago. When you're in a situation where you're fielding players out and playing
Mm.
defenses, not because you want to, but because you have to, you're at a disadvantage. The
Yes.
drop defense should have gone out of style in like the mid 2000s.
That,
It is
you
dated.
can't play that.
It's
Yeah, you can't play
it,
that.
You can't
you
play that no
not, not
more. Everybody can
not at
shoot
all
threes
in
now.
today's NBA.
Yeah.
You
You
can't.
can't.
Go ahead, DC. And then we'll go to B Shaq. Go ahead, DC.
I'm not. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
But you can't play drop. You can't play drop coverage in the NBA no more. Everybody can shoot the ball now from the 3-point line. Everybody can shoot. You
It's
can't
too
run that no
easy to
more.
beat.
We're playing.
Yeah.
We're playing a. You know what we're playing? We're playing a vintage NBA
he
defense.
called it vintage.
It's vintage. Brooke Lopez. Let's be. Let's be.
Yo.
Look. Brooke Lopez should have been off our team 3 years ago.
Facts. Facts.
He should have been off the
Facts.
team 3 years ago.
You
We're
preaching
not
But
an
to the
if
choir
athletic
here. You
team.
preaching to
Listen,
the
I
choir
just
here.
seen the Timberwolves. They was playing the Lakers. You know, I'm an NBA fan. I watch
Right.
teams. You know,
Right.
I just watched the Timberwolves say, "Hey, Rudy Gobert, get on the bench." boom.
Oh, good point. Good
They
point. When
put him
they
in the.
made they
He
comeback,
didn't play the whole. Listen, they set him down.
that's a fact. That's true.
It's like I don't understand our team. I don't. It's like I watch everybody play, and the thing is, it's like do our team know that we're in the playoffs? Like, why are we playing defense this bad? I watch it every playoff game, and every team, the Pistons are every team are the Orlando Magic. They're the 7th, 8th seed. They playing aggressive defense. They locked in. Why we look like we're in the game 10 in the regular season. This is the playoffs. Lock in. Lock the fuck. I'm
because
Yeah,
sorry. Excuse my
what?
language. Lock in. We're
Oh, we
not
got
locking
Yeah.
one thing left.
in, man.
Go ahead, B Shaq. And then we gonna spin the block
I'm
again. Go
sorry.
ahead,
We
Listen,
B
not.
Shaq.
listen.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna say the stuff that's unpopular. But I'm a truth teller. The best winning percentage we've had in the last 2 years was under Adrian Griffin.
Facts.
Fact. Now,
Brooke
the
Lopez.
Adrian
Adrian Griffin
Griffin, I want
got
y'all
fired
to
because of Brooke
hear me.
Lopez.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I want y'all to hear me. Let me speak.
This is
Let me
facts.
say this.
All right.
He had the right plan, but the wrong personnel.
Brooke Lopez.
Adrian
Mm-hmm.
Griffin had the right plan, but he had the wrong personnel.
We was
And
fatigued.
again, the record was a record. He had a great
Mm-hmm.
record,
It was a
but he
good record.
lost the locker room. And part of the reason why he lost the
You
locker
know why?
room
Because he challenged the
was
locker room.
because they saw Brooke was put in a
Mm-hmm.
bad situation,
He challenged
and
the
then
locker room.
Giannis
Right. One
lost
second, DC.
respect.
1 second, DC. Go ahead, B Shaq.
Giannis
Oh
lost
my God.
respect for Griffin. Remember, Giannis was sitting on the bench, sitting on the
No.
table, all type
Mm-hmm.
of stuff.
He challenged the
So
team. That's why.
that's one situation. Doc, I agree that you need a different coach, but you just don't get rid of someone to get rid of someone. You need to have a plan to bring the right person in
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because he's old school. The stuff he's doing is not going to work anymore. But the fact of the matter is, this is an old roster, man. You can change the coach, have the same roster, you still gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So there's a there this it's I got news for the chat and everybody. It's a mess right now. It's a mess.
Facts.
And it's going to take some very unexpected miracles to uh for something to happen to get this right, man. But right now the way it stands, uh I do think the team is in jeopardy of losing Giannis
Mhm.
because you gotta look for at Giannis's perspective.
He
Right
wants to
right
win.
now, there's
Mm-hmm.
no reason to stay. The only thing is he doesn't have the personality, and he's not going to go public with anything. He'll do everything behind closed doors. The fact, but all that remains to be seen. But right now, it's a mess, man. It's a mess.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You know, like this whole entire week I was just thinking because I just don't like Doc Rivers. I think he's a horrible coach. Adrian Griffin wasn't that bad, man. He wasn't that bad. Like you, let's be honest. Adrian Griffin got fired, and we was a second seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why Adrian Griffin really lost his job is because the team didn't want to change that drop coverage.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
that's the
Brooke
truth.
Lopez and Brooke
Right, that's what
Lopez,
B-Shaq said.
honestly,
Mm-hmm.
Brooke Lopez is the reason why Adrian Griffin lost his job.
And Bobby
That
Portis. It's
there you
not just
And
go.
him.
Bobby
It's
Portis, because
not.
they can't play
It's not
defense.
just Brooke. I don't want to just put him under, but put Bobby
Yeah,
too.
no,
Put
it was both of them because they
it's
can't
both of
play
them. Yeah,
defense.
let's put both of them under there. Yeah.
They lazy as hell. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cuss, but I'm done. Tonight you're gonna hear how I feel today. I'm done. I'm like, yo, I've been 3 years in a row we about to get eliminated in the first round game. Like, this is not good. Like,
This is
Giannis is a top
terrible.
75 player. We shouldn't be losing in the
Terrible.
first round.
Right.
This is a bad roster. Bobby Portis and Brooke Lopez can't play in today's NBA. It can't. It doesn't work. Brooke Lopez, and then my problem with Brooke Lopez is you a veteran. You've been in this league for a long time. You know you don't got it defensively. Why do you just go talk to Doc Rivers and say, "Hey, coach, I just don't got it." Hey, start what's his name?
Sims,
Um,
Jericho Sims.
Play Jericho Sims. I just don't got it. I can't play against this team. Be a veteran. You
Mm.
being selfish. You being he's being selfish. He's been selfish for the last couple of years. You just can't guard these new teams no more. And
See, but I
over it,
feel
man. And Brooklyn listen, I'm not from Milwaukee. I'm from Carolina. So,
Okay.
but I'm not the Hornets suck. But Giannis my favorite player. Giannis my favorite player, man. I love
Okay.
Giannis. That's my guy. And Dame's my second favorite player. So this is really like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And it's just Brooke, man. It's Brooke, Bobby. They really killed the team because, man, they're just unathletic and they can't guard the new NBA. They can't. It just doesn't work in today's NBA, man. Everybody's athletic and young. We're not
Right.
young. And
so.
then my this is another issue. This is my last thing. Our offense always looks stagnant, man, in the first quarter.
It's
Mm.
very basic. It's very
It's
basic.
very basic. Give the ball to
Yeah.
Dame. Giannis set the pick. Uh, it doesn't
No
even work.
cutting. No cutting.
No cutting. Giannis said, I love Giannis. He sucks at setting picks. Let's keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
He sets a half-ass pick. Dame, he not being aggressive because he don't want to get on Giannis' bad side. It's just this whole experiment has just been bad. I'm over it.
My man DC came and just blacked all the way
I'm
out.
literally listen, gang. It's over. We're gonna go on the Pacers court. They're gonna kick our ass. It's over. So
Certain
what are we gonna do this offseason? What are we gonna do differently that's gonna change what happened this year? That's gonna change next year. It's nothing's gonna change. We don't have no more moves to make, man. It's over, man. It's over.
Let's
I
spin the
think
block, get last words. And I know it's getting late. Let's go with let's start with you, Dr. Smith. Go to B Shack. We'll end with DC. Go
yeah,
ahead. I get to the
quick
super chats in a
You
thing
want
minute.
is
you want
Appreciate y'all.
no,
I think
y'all got it. Dr. Smith got it.
Go
I,
ahead.
I, I think there's a couple things you say to that, right? I don't think, as far as Brooke is concerned, right, a player is going to play. The coach has to be the one to pull that player aside and say,
Oh, you don't.
regardless of
You know he
where
don't
the
got it.
player wants, you got to go sit on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not letting Doc go off the hook. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I've defended him in the past and I've put it on the players in the past, where I've said, look, the players are professionals and whatnot. But that's the worst coaching display that I've seen, and I can't remember how long. That's like the worst coaching
Mm-hmm.
display that I've seen. And everyone and their mother can see that there are certain players who are unplayable. Other players weren't even getting an opportunity, and you still put them out on the court.
Man.
You still put them out on the court. Certain things can't be accounted for, right? Somehow, some way, Kyle Kuzma is in the NBA and is looking the way that he looks. That can't be accounted for. Like, if there's only so much that I could do. If I'm like bird feeding you the ball right under the rim and you can't even,
Yo, he's going
you're a
in.
whole
He's
six
going
foot
in.
nine and you can't even do that. I'm so stuck on that. He can't even do that. You didn't even have to go up under the rim. Why are you trying to John Morant right now? Just go up with two hands and dunk the ball, Kyle Coop.
He got
You
no
can't.
layup
You
package.
No layup
but
back. No.
but he, which is why you dunk the ball like that, and they
He can't
gave
do
you the
that.
dunk. The Pacers said we're not playing defense on this man. Like, look, watch him. There's certain things that can't be accounted for, right? And you can't account for Kyle Kuzma
Oh
being
man.
that bad. I mean, we
Right.
knew that he was rough, but that bad, I didn't think he was that bad.
I didn't either.
He's
He's bad.
really,
Right.
really
He's
bad.
horrible.
Yeah, I
Whatever
agree.
happened to him in
He's bad.
Washington, he's really bad.
He's
I
horrible.
saw
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cool say he's not even G League at this point. He isn't.
Right.
He can't be
He
in the league anymore.
overseas.
Yeah, he oversees.
He's
Right. He should be
definitely,
playing with
but
Alex
that's no
Antetokounmpo
straight
Ukraine.
face,
or Costas.
straight face.
Right.
In Ukraine.
He and his beautiful fiance need to go get their passports together. You have played yourself out of this league, brother, or go back to Washington
Right.
because you cannot be that bad playing on a team that wants to contend. And I think I'm even more disappointed in Torian Prince because Torian Prince
Oh,
actually has skill, but
oh
he's
my
playing
God.
so
Scared.
cowardly right now.
Yeah, he's playing
It's
scared.
so cowardly, right? And so certain things can't be accounted for. Then you lose Dame. I don't think that Giannis had a great game
Mm-hmm.
as far as elevating his
All right.
team. I think he was
He's done.
individually
I think
good.
he clocked out, dog.
I think Kevin Porter is
Mm.
not a point guard, and just everything. So what do? At this point? You shake and erase. You cut bait with a lot of these guys who are just not doing any good, and you start doing the hard work of building into your younger guys, right?
Can
The
I?
guys that we did draft, and you just start, and whatever your record looks like after that, the mission objective at this point is to get these guys ready to play, right?
Dr. Smith.
Ryan Rollins better to play. Ryan Rollins, who came onto the court, tried to dribble the ball up to get across the halfway line, got around his defender, and then for whatever reason decided to bring the ball right back into trouble, gets the ball stolen, ends up committing a foul. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we got to work on, because I think Ryan Rollins has a future. I think Ryan Rollins has a future on this team. I think if you
Mm.
continue to build into AJ Green, he has a future on this team. We drafted Smith,
Tyler
Tyler
Smith. Yep.
Smith. Start, like, because some of these guys, when our best teams are our bench squads, and we cannot count on the quote unquote vets, the problem is systemic.
The
Systemic.
Mm. 1 second,
And you
DC.
got
Let me
to.
spin a block. Got you in a second. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Smith.
So I was just, that's my
Okay.
biggest thing, is that the disappointment is very deep right now. There's a lot of
I just
different things
Mm.
going on. But there's a lot of, ways, places that you can place the blame. But for me, I'm finally on the Doc
Doc.
thing.
Okay.
He's terrible. He's terrible. He's a terrible coach. He's a
oh
Agreed.
terrible
just
coach.
now
You know,
today.
yeah,
You try to give
I
somebody
try
the
to give him the
benefit of the
benefit of
doubt,
the doubt.
DC. You try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You don't want to just bomb on somebody right away, but now it's reached its boiling point with everyone. I think it's really there now. You know?
You
Yeah.
seen that
So if
lineup
I'm
game one?
Yeah. What you say,
I'm sorry,
DC?
say again.
I said you seen that lineup for game one in the playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, just
That
all of
was
it.
when
Like,
that's when we
how many
really were
times?
concerned.
I was like,
Like
oh, we
we're
lost this. It's
practically
over.
begging. The last live, I was practically begging him not to start Brook Lopez. I didn't say you got to keep him out of the entire.
Right.
Like, I was hoping for a DMP, and it's not that he can't play; it's just he can't play in this series,
Right.
and he still played him with Kyle Kuzma on
You
the
can't
court at the same time.
you can't play. Listen. Doc Rivers, you can't play Torian Prince, you can't play Brook, and you can't play Kuzma. DNP, all three of them.
Right. Just get right. Right.
What you
Fact.
mean? Doc
Right.
Rivers is like my problem. Oh, okay, you go.
Yeah,
I
go
let him.
ahead, B Shack. It's
All
on
right.
B Shack. Then we go to you, DC. Go ahead, B Shack. Your last word, sir.
Listen, I do not see a way the Bucks win this next game in Indiana. I don't see it.
Series over.
Mm.
But
Series over.
it's just not losing. It's how you lose.
Mm-hmm.
So here is my prediction. A lot of this doc talk is going to depend on what happens on Tuesday. And I'm telling you, if the Bucks come in there and lay down and quit, Doc is gone automatically. If they show some fight, it's a competitive game, then I would say it increases the chances that he may stick around.
It's not. No.
But my guess is that, and here's the worst case scenario: they're already like KPJ, Bobby, our emotional guys are already on the brink of exploding.
Mm-hmm.
And in Indiana, if they start to really run their mouth, which they probably will, it's probably not going to be a pretty game.
Mm-hmm.
And if they start to throw haymakers and start to get texts, that and one and another in a real sense, that will be them quitting.
Hey,
So it's going to be how they lose on Tuesday that's going to really make a difference as to what's going to happen this summer. And what's really sad about this is you will start to hear the narrative that Giannis, former MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, is an underachiever. You will hear
yo,
Hmm.
that narrative that he is also be all of this MVP finals and cannot get out the first round, no matter
nah,
what the circumstances are. That's going to be the tragic thing. And if he starts to hear it and his camp starts to hear it, that is going to play a role in what he decides to do.
but
Yeah.
let's be
Go ahead.
honest.
It's on you, DC. What's your last words, DC?
Beginning the season, beginning of the season, like the NBA scouts, they had us playing in the play-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wasn't even supposed to be a fifth seed or fourth seed. I don't know, a
Yeah,
fifth
fifth
seed.
seed.
Like, and they wasn't wrong. This roster is just not good enough to compete. It's not a good roster. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know like how I knew this series was over was when it was a fast break and Gary Trent got the ball and he was going down the court to make like the attempt to layup and he missed it and Tyrese Halliburton was chuckling like he was laughing like he like I was like oh he's really like they really don't like they don't have no respect for it. They laughing at us
Right, correct. I
No,
agree with that. I agree with
no,
that.
they
They
don't
he was
respect
I
us.
seen it in his
uh,
face. I was laughing because I was like yo that shit like I was
right.
like yo like we just don't have no chance man like people know we done man it's over. It's
They
over,
did that
man.
like
And
three
listen,
different times though.
Mm-hmm.
There was that play. There was a play where they passed the outlet pass to Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is how tall once again. Bobby Portis
yeah,
went to lay the ball up. They did the same thing to him, laughing at
yeah,
him. They
they
did the same
laugh.
thing. They just
Yeah, they no, they bro, it's it's over, gang.
Yeah,
It's
it's
over,
a
bro.
lot. We gotta see what
When the
happened on
Pacers start
Tuesday,
laughing at
y'all.
you like that, man,
Listen.
when a
All I
team
know,
laugh
if
at
I'm
you
on the
like that, they
Bucks,
have no respect for you.
if I'm on the Bucks and it's Tuesday, if Halliburton comes out of the lane, he getting one of these things.
You get
That's
with
all
the
you
All
gotta
I
Randy
do.
know.
Savage is great.
If I'm on the Bucks, do not. I bet if I see if you come in here, oh, you won't pay.
well. I
All
mean, in
right,
all
y'all.
for me,
And we gotta start it right this up. I appreciate
for
y'all
Man,
sure, for sure.
tapping in. Go ahead.
This is my
Go ahead,
last.
Dr. Smith.
This is my last thing, right? I think most of us are kind of waving the white flag, right?
Mm,
It's not good,
right.
especially if he tore his Achilles tendon. So for me, this is
it's
how
over.
you go out
Mm-hmm.
at this point, right? Every epic movie you've ever seen where you realize it's over, Leonidas in 300, whatever.
Mm,
Like, you know what I mean? Invoke all of those images. We're not getting away from this battlefield. We're not coming off this battlefield alive, right? So how do you go out now? Because that kind of stuff is important to me as a fan. I've been watching the sports for too
right.
long or whatever. Are you going to go the start throwing balls at fans route, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that gets you kicked off the team, in my
Right.
opinion, right? You know what I mean? Or are you going to go out like Chris Middleton did last year? And I said it at the time. I will forever respect the way that brother went out.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah, he
this
went
is
out like a
it,
dog.
Yeah, he
right?
did.
If this is
Facts. That's
it,
it. There you go.
Yeah,
Went out like a
he
dog.
did.
That's
I'm
what I
going
want to
out.
see. That's what we want to see. Can the Bucks go out like some
We was
dogs?
actually and I cut you off. We was more competitive last year than this year.
Yeah.
Mm. Listen.
Cleo from Set It Off. I'm dumping. I'm dumping. If this is it, let me light
Yeah.
my cigarette and I'm dumping. I'm turning the key on the internet and I'm dumping. And I'm taking as many of you with me. And I'm dead
I
serious.
know.
I'm
I
taking
know.
as
I
many
feel
of
you.
you with me as I possibly can. You're not going to the next series
Right.
without some bumps and bruises.
Bruises.
Not
Right.
playing dirty. Not playing dirty, but playing basketball. We're playing basketball and we're going out guns blazing.
Yeah,
And
so we
the
gonna see.
least we can do
Right.
is have good accounting for ourselves. And the least that
This
we can
we
do.
could do. Appreciate you, Dr. Smith, B Shack, DC. You gotta tap in more, bro. That hey, we
For
see you in the
sure.
chat. Yeah, you gotta start tapping in, DC. B
For
Shack
sure.
appreciate you. Dr. Smith appreciate you.
I'll see y'all
DC.
next year because
Uh,
it's over Tuesday.
oh, all right, DC. We
We
go.
still
All
got the
I see
right,
Packers,
y'all.
DC.
I see
baby.
y'all
We
next
All
year.
still got the
right,
Packers.
we got a little hope. All right,
Shout
DC.
out Carolina Panthers. Let's go.
This man came in wild. All right, y'all. Let me get these super chats. I'm gonna tap you in a minute, Brandon. We gonna get up out of here. This was a tough loss. Cold Blooded Podcast, what's good? Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to Cold Blooded Podcast. Bibby Joseph, what's good? How does appreciate the $5 super chat? How does Doc keep getting hired? He must got some dirt on these owners. He got something. He's a good talker. Just like Pass be saying, he a politician. He know how to talk to people. That's how he be scheming and scamming and making these plays. KJD, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Kind of ironic how our defense is way worse without Dame on the floor. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? What up, Curtis? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Don't forget the players got mad when Agent Griffin tried to assert his own plans into this team. That's what we were saying. He challenged the team and they pushed back and said, "No, we don't want to do that," and got him up out of there. And like we said, it was the players that don't like playing defense. Brooke Lopez, I know y'all think he's a defender, but we're saying really defend, move your feet, get out on people, not just sit there and be an anchor. That's what we're saying by defense. He wanted Brooke to move. He wanted Bobby to move. They didn't want that. Got him up out of there. Simple. That's literally what happened. King Kwame was good. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat, bro. Jeff Teague said we play old. Start Sims, Giannis, Gary Trent Jr., AJ Green, Kevin Porter Jr. 8-man rotation. Bobby Cools, Prince. Brooks should be in street clothes. Facts. We do play old. That's what we're saying. We play an archaic style of basketball. Facts. No strays ENT. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat, bro. Keep y'all heads up, Bucks Nation. Uh up win the next game. It's 3-2, and with the Bucks miracle medical staff, Dame will be back 6 games. Keep hope alive. Man, come on. No strays. We wish. We'll see, bro. Salute to you, bro. Cold blooded, appreciate the $5 super chat. Giannis is a great player, but he does not have great team or coaching staff, and your general manager is an idiot. He gave the best pieces away. Great point, bro. Facts. No lies detected. Facts. Appreciate y'all tapping in on this late live. We get Brandon in here real quick before we get up out of here. All right, Brandon, get in here real quick before we get up out of here. Go ahead, Brandon. It's on you.
What up? I'm not happy that because once the game started, we all hype. Once things go down,
Yep, that was it.
that, that, that right there shook the whole arena.
Yep, absolutely.
Because I think when that happened Tuesday, Doc had to go. Doc
Mm-hmm.
had to go.
I agree.
Y'all want to know why? We been this worker for the last few seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been out of the playoffs from how many times?
Yeah, we done
Without
lost. We
our best
haven't got
player.
out the first round in years. In years.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
without our best player.
Mm-hmm.
This is supposed to be the first duo, the best duo in the NBA playing their playoff together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dame is down, so that means I have to back back.
Mm-hmm.
team, of course, that trade we got do not have experience in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kuzma, he has experience in the playoffs, but he's he's shaking right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not looking good.
Right. Facts.
And I do not want to know why we keep playing Brook in this series.
Mm-hmm.
We need to, I think we need to develop some athletic big
Yep.
and
Absolutely.
part ways with some people and
Mm-hmm.
get some people off this team.
Facts. I agree
Like
with you.
Doc, I see why Pat said Doc is a politician.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I do not trust Doc, he do not make the right adjustment or make the right rotation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time
You
for him to
see,
go no matter. Yeah, it's time for Doc to go no matter what. It's just time for
you
him to go
see
no
what
matter what.
you see what other teams are doing. You see what OKC. You see
Mm.
what Houston. You see Golden State. Doc do not do none of that.
Right.
I think it's time to get a new fresh
Mm-hmm.
head coach in and let Doc go
Yeah.
back to retirement.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
This team is not getting anywhere.
No, no, not with Doc. Yep. I agree. So what you
We
got next?
are still stuck on with the same roster.
Mm-hmm.
And why is Doc hiring all these first round coaches, future Hall of Fame coaches? They're not doing nothing.
Yeah, we just gotta move on from Doc in the off season. Yeah, we're all done with Doc. Absolutely. We're done with Doc. hundred
And
percent.
also, Buck Nation family friends. To most of my Buck Nation family friends, I think we need to get a new system into this team. If we, Buck Nation, if we were GM, we could get this team great. We could get this team
Mm-hmm.
in the right direction as we should. Get them with the GM, clean
You
out.
you already know. But go ahead and wrap it up, Brandon. It's almost 12:30 here. Your boy gotta go to work in the morning. Go ahead, Brandon.
I, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say my smoking. If we lose this game on Tuesday, it's do or die.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the point of us talking all that smack, not back it up?
Yeah. Agreed.
What's the point of you? The Patriots got into the Bucks head. This game won. Now we up, they up 3-1. If we lose this game Tuesday, I'm done. I'm done.
You know, we're done. It don't even matter. We lose a game, the series over. So it is done. We're done no matter what if they lose on
I'm
Tuesday.
done. We because the media and everybody want Giannis out, want Giannis out in Milwaukee. Because no matter what, this team needs to a reboot or rebuild. Like it been it been so long. This is, I'm done. I'm done with the team. I'm done. Most Bucks Nation fans, friends,
Appreciate you, Brandon.
this is a tough one to watch.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
most Bucks Nation fans, friends, I'll let those you guys.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, Brandon.
All
Appreciate you.
right.
Let me get these last super chats before we get out of here, y'all. Give me a second. No strays. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Almost feel bad for y'all. Here's a $5 super chat to buy Bucks Nation a shot now. All the Bucks need is a blindfold and a cigarette. Come on, bro. Damn it, no stray. You gotta have some empathy, bro. You gotta have a little empathy, bro. Come on, no. Man, I'm gonna hit you on Twitter, man. You know we be chopping up. No strays. Come on, bro. You kicking our back in. We wouldn't do this to you, no strays. We would definitely not do this to you, bro. Come on, bro. Damn, I feel you, Mr. Cool. I feel you. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. It's 12:30, man. I'm so disappointed. Y'all just don't understand how the energy shifted in that arena tonight when that man Dame Lillard went down. It changed everything. It's affected this franchise because now you got somebody you paying 50 million is gonna be out for a year. Period. He's out for a year. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. We just got done talking about the Milwaukee Bucks versus Pacers game 4. Bucks got their head beat in at home, down 3-1. Dame towards Achilles. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Much love, Bucks Nation. Go, man. This is crazy.